Namaste again, this is Banu, and we are together here again for segment 3 of our Pranayama session, our Pranayama series. We did 4 and 4 in segments 1 and 2. We've got another 4 breathing techniques today in segment 3. I'm going to start today with Ujjayi and Shanmukhi. Both of these breathing techniques are really effective if you practice. They're mildly energizing, so they're very effective if you practice them early evening between 5 and 8 p.m. You know, when you need that little extra boost, you just want to go that extra mile till bedtime. You're a little bit tired. You don't want to be supercharged. You just want a little more energy to go the last mile. And remember, no distractions, no TVs, no computers, no cell phones. Sit on a firm surface. You remember what kind of surface I was sitting on. A little stool, 4-inch high, with my knees down to the ground. Ujjayi fogs up the back of the throat. You know when kids get excited? Mom, mom. All right, mom, aunt, grandma, whatever. So they breathe in an excited manner through the back of the throat. That's the kind of sound you want. Both inhale and exhale need to be aspirated. So let's try that together. 3 rounds. See if we can get 3 rounds in. Chin down, hold and lock. Release. Nice aspirated exhales. And I typically use these aspirated exhales when I'm doing my asana practice, when I'm doing my stretching, because it helps me not only build energy inside, I actually sweat with this kind of breathing. So if you can get a high just breathing, why not? Who needs wine? Who needs chocolates? You can get a high just breathing. You'll start sweating, especially with Ujjayi breath, when you combine it with your asana practice, with your stretching practice, you know, the yoga postures, all that. The movement of the arms and the legs and the whole body, the whole spine, really. 2 more times. Let's try that. Even though I didn't mention it, the exhale, the mouth is softly open, but you're still exhaling through the back of the throat. So you want to keep that in mind, because if your mouth is open much more, as in other breathing techniques, you may not get that aspirated sound. So you want to choke the back of your throat just a little bit. Next one is called Shanmukhi, for which I need to remove my fancy glasses. Shanmukhi is a sealing gesture. So basically what you're doing is you're refreshing all your facial organs. Here's yoga for the face, right? You have yoga for the body, yoga for the mind, which is pranayama, and now you have yoga for the face. So let's try that. Now, yoga for the mind is really meditation. It's like a biofeedback. We did the yoga nidra in another segment. Index below the eyebrows, middle finger at the base of the nostrils, ring finger above the upper lip, little finger below the lower lip, and thumb on the tragus, that little cartilage piece right outside your ear tube. Don't press just yet. Take a deep inhale. Press and hold. Release softly. Two more times. Same positions of the fingers. Last round. Glasses back on so I can see you better, my dear. After Shanmukhi, which is also very refreshing for the facial muscles. If I haven't said that before, we'll move on to something called Brahmari or bumblebee. Now, this one calms the nerves, it calms the brain, and you actually would find that it's ideal just before bedtime. So you're looking at between 8 and 11. If you're like me, you sleep somewhere around 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'm watching some really nice shows on TV. There are my special crazy days, and that time it might be 11. So let's take the middle of the road. So around 10 o'clock or just before bedtime. So let's try that. Now, your thumb is on the tragus. Your fingers are open, all your fingers. Now, I'm going to bend down to show on the top of your head, you have 4 lobes of the brain. So back left, back right, front right. So you're going to loan each one of them 2 fingertips, right? And your thumb is on the tragus, which is that little extension outside your ear tube. Now take a deep inhale, chin up. Press and hold, chin down, release with a humming sound. Depending on the strength of your inhale, you can extend the length of your exhale. Let's try that 2 more times. Last round. Now my bumblebee was just a little more high energy this time now. We're doing really well for time. Now, little secret. The secret of Om, the sound of Om. Om, and I got into a lot of trouble with several, well, at least 3 yoga teachers for saying this, but hey, that's how it feels to me. Om is a breathing technique. It's really an exhale technique. I have the luxury of 2.5 minutes, of which I'm going to spend a whole minute on Om, at least a minute. The inhale for Om starts from the lower abdominal region, so the belly as we call it. So take a deep inhale. Build up, fill your lungs, so go from the lower belly, middle, and chest. So to be able to feel that inhale, let's place our left hand over the heart on the left side, assuming your heart is on the left side. I know someone whose heart is on the right side. And if you're watching, please still keep your hand over your left side. Right palm, lower abdominal region. So I'm going to take a deep inhale. So you want to watch your belly go out, filling with air. Let's start. And then you're going to exhale. Place both you're going to feel the exhale as you go down. Your belly is going to go in first. So you're going to go. We'll try that 2 more times. Just to get it right. It has to be a nice long exhale. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. We're going to see if we can redeem ourselves. So try that 2 more times. So you should feel the ah, ooh, and the reverberating. So it's remember, we're talking a ratio of 1, 1, and 2. You can make 1, 1, and 4. The can be really long. Let's try 1 more time. And I keep looking at the clock. I just want to make sure we don't exceed the 10 minutes. Let's try that. This time I'm going to keep my hands in my lap. lower abdominal region go all the way in, but I can also feel the vibration in my brain. So if you have a very strong, I get my strongest ohms under the shower. I love ohming under the shower. We are just beyond 10 minutes. Thank you for staying with me. Practice these breathing techniques as often as you can. Not necessarily in the same order or the same time slots, but you'd find it's most effective if you stay within guidelines. Go to my website, yogaxpress.com, or stay in the YouTube channel. Please subscribe, yogaxpress.com, and it's YouTube/Yoga Express. Hope you're feeling nice and energized. Namaste. It's my turn to slowly sneak up to the camera